Podcast. I'm Trevor. This is Juan. And before we get started, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We also on Facebook, Sports Dynasty Podcast group. Check us out. The conversation is always going in there. We're on Instagram at Sports Dynasty Podcast, and we have a website, sportsdynastypodcast.com. Make sure you subscribe to our website so you can be notified every single time we upload a video. That being said, we are going to wrap up our 2020 guide to the NFL as we will dissect the AFC West. This has been a very fun project we've done the last 2 months. And this is great. This is really great. And we'll wrap it up. We're going to have our final predictions for the NFL next week, which check that out. That's going to be a good one. Last year, I was right last year for some of my things, and who knows, I may be right again this year. This time we're going to really, track the games this year and picks this year because last year I sucked. It was horrible last year. So besides that, let's get started with the last place team, the San Diego Chargers.
Still got to get Kyrie gear.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I get my Kyrie. Yeah, I know how to go. The San Diego Chargers I'm still gonna call them San Diego because that's what I don't care. They don't have a team.
They suck. Yeah,
they suck. Yeah.
21st overall offense, 14th overall defense.
Their key departures obviously was the ultimate Charger, Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon.
I don't even know if that's a compliment or not. He's the ultimate Charger. I don't think he wants to be known that anymore.
Damn. They lost Derek Watt, Russell Okung, Michael Schofield, Brandon Melvin, Thomas Davis, Adrian Phillips, Jalen Watkins, and I'm missing anyone else.
You said Gordon?
Melvin Gordon, yes, I did.
You said Thomas Davis?
Yes.
That's always important.
Yes.
And they traded Russell Okung for Tri Turner, so they flip-flop guys, so it's fine.
The key arrivals, they have, the key arrivals they brought in. Brian Bulaga, the offensive tackle,
that's
which is
a good one.
Very good one. Tri Turner, Linval Joseph, Nick Vigil, and Chris Harris.
Chris Harris Jr.
Switch. I love how I see players from division teams go to other division teams. It's so funny. It's so funny, cool, and everything.
He's gonna look really weird.
It's gonna be really weird.
Wearing 25 in a disgusting Chargers uniform. At least Chargers uniforms look cool, so.
I mean, and they have a chance to play in a really, really big arena, a big stadium this year.
It was gonna be empty whether people were allowed to be there.
That's for damn sure.
That's something I'm sure he's not used to. The Denver Broncos places were always sold out
and loud.
Yeah.
Now it's just whatever. The draft. As expected, they chosen Justin Herbert, the quarterback from Oregon, to replace Phillip Rivers. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker from Oklahoma, also in the first round. Joshua Kelly, the running back from UCLA, down the road. Mm-hmm. They picked up Joe Reed, wide receiver from West Virginia. Alohi Gilman, the safety from Notre Dame. And KJ Hill, the wide receiver from Ohio State. In my opinion, that is a sleeper. I
wanted him for New England.
KJ Hill, the fact he fell that low was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But I like KJ Hill.
According to PFF, he was rejected to be out in the 3rd round. He was drafted the 7th. I can't believe that. I hope he ain't doing anything stupid to go that far, but that's a slot receiver right there.
It is.
And I really hope he was going to be the Patriots. But it is what it is. So, new era. No Phillip Rivers. Wow. No Phillip Rivers. I've been watching football since 2007, so I've literally never seen a Chargers team without him and the helm. Never seen it. So that's going to be very, very interesting to see. So Tyrod Taylor more than likely is going to be a starter, especially since there's no preseason and whatnot. So Tyrod Taylor is going to be their guy. Well, we'll see if they're going to get Cleveland version or we're going to get Buffalo version. At least Buffalo version has a chance to be successful. The Cleveland version was a joke. So let's hope they don't see that.
I can't believe that all him. He's had terrible coaching he was over there in Cleveland.
He said coaching.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson was horrible. He wasn't that. He was this is the product of a bad organization. But I agree. Buffalo Tyrod Taylor won't make the playoffs. The fact they let him go was still mind-boggling to me, but that's one time ago. So yeah, he probably will be the starter there, unless they do.
Tracks for success. Their secondary plays advertised, even though they just lost Derwin James for the second year in a row. The offensive line has to improve. They got a lot of assets, so somebody has to play good somewhere and improves their line because Lord have mercy, they suck. They get Buffalo Taylor, not Cleveland Taylor. And Austin Eckler continues to just destroy everybody in like the league because he was underratedly good. And Justin Herbert needs to develop with a clipboard. In other words, he better not even think about touching the football field this year. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of Chargers fans, the little that there are going to be really, really upset. Because most people, including me, don't think he's even close to NFL ready. So, Tyrod Taylor, take the helm for a year. Maybe even 2. Well, with that all said, my predictions, 4-12, they're going to suck. It's because Derwin James fell out, so I don't think the defense can play anywhere as good as it should. If he was there, I'd have given like 3 more wins. But
it's sad that the Chargers like 2 years ago were considered Super Bowl contenders, favorites. Mm-hmm. And even after they lost to New England in the division, they had them as Super Bowl favorites, and look how far they've fallen. They're gonna suck this year. They are. I mean, granted, Anthony Lynn, who I like as a coach, always has certain things to just figure out. Especially what everybody doing now. Just figure out, just for him to be honestly, just do your thing. That's all you can do. Just don't overthink things. Just play. Don't even play. Just do what you gotta do. Because honestly speaking, it's not gonna make any difference. It's still gonna suck regardless. Don't rush Justin Herbert onto the field, please. Because honestly speaking, the fact that he was the first round, he drafted that high to me is ridiculous. But obviously, desperate organizations.
Yep, they didn't get Brady, so.
Yeah, so desperate organizations do desperate shit. What we did out with them. But yeah. But I have them 5-11.
Oh, see, close enough.
4-12. Yeah, they're gonna suck.
Yeah, they're gonna suck. So
the Las Vegas Raiders.
They were 24th in both offense and defense. Literally right down the middle. 24-24.
The departures. Well, I'm gonna say the departures they had left.
The Chargers' grade was C-.
Yes. They lost DeAndre Washington, Mike Glennon, Benson, Mahoa, Vontaze Burfict, Mr. Dirty himself.
He played last year?
No, he got suspended for literally taking off some guy's head off. Literally. Oh, okay. He was suspended indefinitely.
Sounds about right.
Tahir Whitehead and Daryl Morley.
And Carl Joseph.
And
he's a good player. I like him.
Yeah. Key rivals. They got your best friend, Marcus Mariota from Tennessee. Running back Devontae Booker. Nelson Aguilar, Mr. Alligator Hands himself. Old man Jason Witten. They also have somebody else too, who like 20 years younger than him, Nick O'Leary. Eric Kush, the guard. Defensive end Carl Nassib. Malik Collins. Linebacker Corey Littleton. Nick Quislowski. I keep saying his name wrong. You know that, yeah. Prince of Michael Moore, he's still in the league. Who knew?
He's decent though.
He's decent though. He was an ass in the Giants though. But
he was. I don't know why he continued to jump from team to team though. He's not that bad a player.
Demarius Randall, the safety, and finally safety Jeff Heath. So they were very.
You said Corey Littleton?
Yes, I did.
Okay. That's like their biggest one. Yeah. That's the best signing.
Literally, Corey Littleton is literally their biggest signing on defense that I thought made sense.
So they spent a lot of money.
Now, did they spend it wisely?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Me personally, I do not know why. But then again, it is a saying back in the day with the Oakland Raiders back in the day that most players were old and washed up, went to the Raiders or the Cleveland Browns just to finish their career and just leave.
It's a good payday.
Yeah, Jason Witten's gonna pay a lot of money, so I can't say that he was wrong for going there, even though I wouldn't have paid Jason Witten to be on my football team.
Hell no.
This man's old.
Hell no.
So anyway, that's neither here nor there. The draft. They had a pretty decent draft. Henry Ruggs, they drafted the first round.
The first receiver off the board.
Yes.
Judy and Lamb were on the board, and they chose a guy who can run straight, faster than anyone.
That's the Raiders for you, man.
Yep. And did we not call that when the draft happened?
We
it's
did.
on an episode.
Literally said it word for word. They're gonna get someone. They're gonna do something so
They're
dumb.
going to draft Henry Ruggs. I said it with that. What was it? That 11th, 12th, whatever pick it was. It was high.
It was number 12. Yeah.
Yeah, they were going to pick Henry Ruggs. That I knew it. It's the Raider way.
Damon Arnett was 7 picks away.
People like him.
19. I like him pretty good. Lynn Bowden, number 3rd, 80th overall. You have Brian Edwards, wide receiver, third round, 81 overall, and Tanner Muse, the linebacker, who's 100 overall, and that was literally their draft, literally.
I got 2 more picks, but who cares?
Yeah.
So their grade I gave actually, I believe, is C+. I just flipped this paper, already forgot. Yep, C+. It's actually not bad. They sign a lot of names though. Usually when that happens, that doesn't bode for success. But you gotta see who goes up. So the track for success. So they're gonna suck because they're the Raiders and they moved. So yeah, they're gonna suck. So let's get it out the way now. So their tracks for success. 3 words: development, development, development. They have a lot of young guys coming out from last year's draft and this year's draft that they're gonna plug in. So develop them. Derek Carr, that is supposed to be your quarterback. Marcus Mariota is a disgusting bust. So if you even think about putting him on the field, does Raiders fans continue to rock that 5-11 or less records you're gonna continue to have?
But they'll still be there. I'll give them that. They can take eat it too.
I don't see the point.
I don't see the point of it either. They'll be horrible. And then my thing is that what did you expect from a horribly ran franchise in the last 15 years? Paid a coach $100 million, was a coach in 10 years, to get rid of all your best players. For what?
Mm-hmm. And abuse the best quarterback you've had since Rich Gannon.
You're literally trying to get rid of Derek Carr. And you brought in Bourne's best friend, Marcus Mariota. Because honestly speaking, I think he really wants Marcus Mariota. I think he wants to save his career. But instead of saving Marcus Mariota's career, you're going to destroy one.
The same quarterback who another bust in Ryan Tannehill took over, and they went to the AFC Championship game. Marcus Mariota couldn't do that. Yeah, that's who you want as your starter. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was actually benched because how bad he was. It wasn't even bad. He just couldn't move the ball. He was just ass.
Yeah, because he was bad ass. Because Ryan Tannehill sure didn't move the ball when he took over. So, yeah, that's the guy that you want as your starter. Again, the Oakland way.
The Raider way.
I'm sorry, the Raider.
Yeah.
And Oakland goes with you everywhere.
Nah.
Same difference.
Yeah, Oakland. Yeah. I feel bad for Oakland. They lost the Warriors, the Raiders.
Oh, the city. Yeah, they felt the city.
Yeah, I feel bad for them.
They went through a lot.
Anyway.
Yeah, at least they had the Warriors when they were kicking everybody's ass. So.
Me personally, they're gonna be trash. They're gonna be a low 7-9. No different than last year.
I gave them 3 or 13 or 5 and 11.
Why 7-9?
I went that low.
I do feel that Carr will eventually, obviously, will have no choice. They're obviously stuck with Carr because if not, then just fire.
You're gonna win 0 wins,
yeah.
0 games. Yeah,
so at least with him, and they probably sneak up on some games. One of the games in particular, even though it's gonna hurt me to say it because I love my Patriots, I would not be surprised if Oakland goes into Foxborough and beat them. I would not be surprised at all.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't know. It's just our predictions obviously change from.
I don't care how trash we are. I ain't gonna win
anything. But listen, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, they probably win some games that no one expects them to win and everything. They'll win the original game against the Jets, obviously, because they always bust the Jets' ass in house.
Not last year.
I mean, except for last year, the Raiders was garbage. But they'll find a way to win certain games. One game they made shock, which I think will be New England now, because I don't know what's going on over there. But that's neither here nor there. But they're gonna be like at least 7-9, 6-10. One thinks they're gonna be worse, but you know, it's the right way.
The function. You don't even know what quarterback you want. How the hell am I supposed to pick you to win if you don't know what quarterback you want? It makes no damn sense. You guys are stupid. So that's why you're gonna suck.
So at least you enjoy your new Ramba Stadium.
I'm gonna say who can enjoy? They can't go in it.
I'm talking about the look. You can look from outside. That's it. You can look at it and on Google Maps and stuff like that.
Like, wow.
Last day, I wish I was there to see trash.
Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos, who was, in my opinion, a sleeper team.
28th on offense, 10th on defense.
I am very high on them. I think they're going to do well this year. But before we get there, let's go with the key departures. They've lost Joe Flacco.
A key departure, yeah, because now they're better.
I mean, Theo Riddick, Ronald Leary, Connor McGovern, Derek Wolfe, which is sad, and Chris Harris, which is big losses.
Those last three are bad losses.
But they did get some key rivals. They got Melvin Gordon from the Chargers, Nick Vannett, Graham Glasgow, Jarrell Casey, AJ Bouye, and Puncher Sam Martin, and Jeff Driscoll. He's still Driscoll's, I guess.
The backup quarterback, yeah.
I guess, yeah, for my boy Drew Locke. But I was right about the entire time.
We don't know that. He would get 2 games.
Anyway,
calm down.
That man is going to ball out.
We'll find out about that. So they traded for Darrell Casey and traded for AJ Bouye for picks. They franchise tagged Justin Simmons, who destroyed people last year. No one would know because, the Broncos don't care about them until Drew Locke took over. And Juwan James, one of their offensive tackles, opted out. But I gave... Oh, wait, finish. My bad. The draft.
The draft. Obviously, they picked Jerry Jeudy from Alabama, which was the steal of the draft. He should have gone a lot higher.
Yeah,
Oakland. Yeah, but that's near him over there. They also picked another wide receiver, KJ Hamler from Penn State. Pretty decent receiver. Michael Oyemenda, I said his name wrong, the cornerback from Iowa. You got Lloyd Cushenberry III, center from the LSU. They got McTelvin Adlin, the tight end, the defensive tackle from Arkansas. Albert I'm not going to say his name because it's going to be wrong. From tight end from Missouri, Albert.
Akwebugnam.
Yeah, I'm not.
Akwebugnam.
Listen, I apologize for butchering the names.
I like doing this. It's a hobby of mine. Don't judge me.
It's cool. Justin Stranad, the linebacker from Wake Forest. Natane Jesus Christ. Moody, the guard from Fresno State, and Tyree Cleveland from wide receiver from Florida, and Derek Tuska, the defensive end from North Dakota State.
Have fun saying those names.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And North Dakota State, the same North Dakota State that won like 80 in a row, like 5 championships in a row. Those guys. So
in other words, it's not D1. Okay.
Yeah, it's D2. But they're still pretty damn good. But it's neither here nor there.
So they did a lot this offseason, got a lot of pieces. So we'll get to the prediction soon. So track success. The offensive line sucked last year. So it was a common theme of 2019. Most offensive lines sucked. So they got to improve that. It got a lot of pieces added to it. So they just got to put it together. They got Melvin Gordon for God knows what reason. I get it, but whatever. I'm guessing they're going to trade or Freeman or something because I really don't understand why they got Melvin Gordon. But him and Philip Lindsay become that duo. Gordon likes to catch the football off the backfield, so that goes. Bouye at one point in time was actually a really good corner. He was not last year, but then again, that was the Jacksonville Bouye. Not Saxonville, Jacksonville Bouye, where no one was good. That's not named Gardner Minshew. So hopefully he regains his status when he was in Saxonville or as last year in Houston. If the offense is as advertised, that's a protective go from 28th to 10th, like this. With the amount of receivers they got and new running backs they got. And Von Miller becomes Von Miller again and not what he was last year. He was a shell of himself last year. Getting Bradley Chubb back will definitely help, having a running mate. So he should be back to at least close to what he was. But he was drafted 9 years ago. It's probably time he starts to slow down a little bit. But yeah, he was not good last year. And their grade, I gave them a B in their offseason grade. Very good offseason grade. So their record to me will be actually still 7-9. It's going to take 1 year to me before they become what he thinks they're going to become. they got too many pieces with no off season and no preseason. I don't see how that comes together for them to win as many games as they are, especially when they're playing divisions like the NFC South. A very good division they have to play against. They are playing against the East though, and AFC East, so they only really have to worry about Buffalo, and I think they have to go to New England. So
yes,
early at that, so that's probably gonna be a loss because it's so early. If it was later in the season, I might peg that as a loss for the Patriots. But since it's early, it's September, I think, or early October.
It's week 5.
Yeah, October. So I don't know if they'll get it by then. So it's probably gonna be a loss. Plus, it's also a second-year quarterback going against Bill Belichick. That's usually not good for people. So that it's not an easy schedule. So that's why I said once they get 1 year, they'll become what he probably thinks they're gonna become. I don't know if he's gonna go a little higher, or he's gonna go higher than that. I don't know if he's gonna go like 10 wins or more, but let's find out.
I think I was gonna have that 10-6. I said, the rest of the offseason 9-7. I do believe they will somehow sneak into that final number 7. Oh my God, 7 AFC wildcard spot.
Yep.
And I think they can build from there. I like Drew Lock a lot. I wanted him in New England 2 years ago. I wanted him to draft him, but I was
based on things that are happening now, I wish he was drafted.
Yeah, I think that he's going to really, really take the next step. Not like elite, but to be showing that he's pretty damn good. And I think this offense is going to be very fun to watch. Very fun to watch. So we'll see how that's going to go.
Kansas City, this will be quick.
Yeah. Departures.
They were 5th in overall offense because Mahomes was down. And surprisingly enough, they were 7th overall in defense. That's weird.
For the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, very weird that they were 7th. This is regular season ranking, so it's very interesting to 7th. But they were 7th. Not quite.
Their departures included LaShawn McCoy, Blake Bell, Stefan Wininski, Emmanuel Agba, Terrell Suggs. I think he retired probably.
He's old as God, who cares?
Yeah, Xavier Williams, Reggie
got a free ring, bro.
Yeah, for real. Kendall Fuller and Morris Claiborne. Morris Claiborne on his team too? Damn. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He got a free ring too.
Yeah, Morris Claiborne on his team too.
He's trash. They also lost Damian Williams, 2 linemen off opt-outs.
And they lost the backup quarterback who won 2 games for them early when
he did.
Matt Moore, Chief. He's out of here.
He only lost to Green Bay. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So he'll definitely get a job somewhere soon. Maybe not. But
he's a good backup.
He's a really good backup. Not the problem with him. Key arrivals. They got Jordan Tiamo, the league that folded last year.
The XFL or the AAF?
Yeah, the AAF quarterback Jordan Tiamo.
AAF, yeah.
They got Ricky Seals Jones, the tight end. Mike Rembers, Taco Charlton, and Antonio Hamilton.
In other words, nothing.
Basically, I mean, they only had like $5 in.
Not at the time. They had some money before that, and then they had all the money. They're like, you know what? Let's just pay my quarterback everything.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Might as well give them, the key to the city and the mayor's office too.
The draft, they drafted in the first round Clyde Edwards-Helaire from LSU, who has to start now because they was out, and I'm pretty sure I'm not, but this pick makes much sense because I don't think they were too high on Daniel Williams anyway.
He shouldn't be.
You know what I'm saying? So at least another running back. He's pretty decent. Get him. They got Willie Gay, the linebacker from Mississippi State. You got Lucas Niang, the tight end from
offensive tackle.
No, offensive tackle. What can you say? Tight end for offensive tackle from TCU. Defensive back L'Jarius Sneed from Louisiana Tech. Defensive end Michael Dana from Michigan, and the cornerback Bo Pete Keys from Tulane. It's weird names, but I'll get to it.
Apparently his name is Takarius.
Takarius?
Yeah, that might be like a middle name. real name.
You know what? Whatever.
That's what PFF said. His name was Takarius.
You know what? It's okay. We're just going to call.
I'm pretty sure that's his real name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But
yeah, like Julio Jones' name is Quintorris. That's his real name.
That's a whole other conversation for another time.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Anyway, the point is,
John Morant's name is weird too. I forgot what it is though. It's not Ja. I think it's like his middle name. It's like his first name is some weird something ES type name too. It's weird. Yeah.
We need weird. We'll do that another time. Anyway, they for what it was worth, they only get so much for being so good and being Super Bowl champions, and it's not much you can get. But overall, I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to be kind of going to have to step up really quickly.
Which he probably will.
Which I have no problem with, especially with he's a pretty decent catching running back, so it's pretty good. See how it goes from there. Anything else?
No, there's not much to talk about with them. Just be the same. That's what you really have to do. The defense picks up right where they left off in the postseason, assuming they don't go down. Edwards-Helaire more likely is going to be way more dynamic than Damian Williams ever was because he's not that good. So they're probably going to have more stuff coming off the backfield now, which will make them even more broken on offense. And the offensive line, they did lose a lot of pieces there. So assuming they don't suck, they're going to be exactly the same. That's it. They're the Super Bowl champions. When you're Super Bowl champions, there's not much to report on. They're good for a reason. They won it for a reason. So my prediction for them is going to be literally the same. Either 13-3, 12-4, depending on what they decide to do week 17. They're the Chiefs.
12-4. And possibly the number one seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
More than likely. And we'll definitely try to run it back for another Super Bowl title. Especially since they paid their guy.
A lot of guys too. They pay him, they pay Chris Jones, and they pay Travis Kelce.
So I think they're gonna be here for a while.
They got the core together, and they paid Tyreek Hill the week before. The year before. So
they're gonna be good. So besides that, we have finished. This concludes the 2020 guide for the NFL season.
Thank gosh.
Now it may be a little weird because there'll probably be no fans in there, but hey, we'll do something.
Hey, football's back. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. I can't wait. So hope this guy helps you. He'll put this guy updated onto the website and the groups, so you can check out and you can use it for your benefit whatsoever.
Pleasure, your entertainment, whatever you want to use it for.
Yeah,
it'll be there.
Okay. That being said, remember next week we have our huge NFL predictions next week. So check this out. This is going to be good. That being said, like, share, subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartradio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. We are on Facebook group called the Sports Dynasty Podcast.
Go figure.
Yeah, deadass. Check it out. Instagram. We are on Instagram at Sports Dynasty Podcast, and we have a website, which is Sports
Can you guess what it's called?
SportsDynastyPodcast.com.
Oh, go figure.
And if you want, you should subscribe on the website so you can get notified every single time we upload a video. That being said, we appreciate you for joining us. For everybody that was part of this project with us, we thank you very much. Everyone stay safe. We'll see you soon. And